Hey everyone, welcome to Career Chronicles. Are you dreaming of becoming a doctor but feeling overwhelmed by the question, which medical school should I apply to in the UK? Well, you're not alone. As the UCAS medicine deadline approaches, this is one of the most common questions students ask. But don't worry, I've got you covered. In this video, we'll break it all down step by step so you can make the best decision for you. Plus, I'll share some super useful links and tips to help you along the way. Let's dive in. Choosing the right medical school is one of the most crucial decisions aspiring doctors have to make. It's a decision that can impact not only their academic performance, but also their future career prospects and personal growth. When it comes to selecting a medical school, students often find themselves overwhelmed by the numerous options available in the UK. One of the biggest challenges is navigating through the various locations medical schools have to offer. Let me share something that might surprise you. The application to offer ratio changes dramatically year by year. A university that seems easier one year might be incredibly competitive the next. But don't worry, I'm going to show you how to make strategic choices that maximize your chances. Here's what makes a smart application. It's all about matching your profile to the right universities. Let's say you're looking at Birmingham. They're known for wanting specific A grades at GCSE. If you don't have those, it doesn't matter how amazing the rest of your application is. You might be fighting an uphill battle. But here's the good news. Other excellent medical schools might value different aspects of your application more highly. All medical schools in the UK are competitive. There's no such thing as an easy medical school to get into. But here's the good news for you. Every medical school in the UK is GMC accredited, meaning they all meet the same high standards. So whether you graduate from Oxford or a smaller university, you'll still be a qualified doctor at the end of the day. That said, applying smart is key. You need to match your strengths, like your grades, UCAT score, and personal preferences, to the right universities. Let's talk about how to do that. Every medical school has its own entry requirements, and this is where you need to start. Some universities place a lot of emphasis on GCSEs, while others care more about your A-level predictions or UCAT score. Here's a super useful resource to help you. Check out the Medicine Wiki page, which contains a breakdown of GCSE, A-level and UCAT requirements for every UK medical school. Use this to exclude universities where you don't meet the minimum requirements. For example, if you don't have a lot of A's at GCSE, Birmingham might not be the best choice. But other universities like Keele or Plymouth might be more realistic options. Next, let's talk about your strengths. Here's what you need to consider when deciding where to apply. Your GCSE grades, A-level predictions, UCAT score, SJT band, and work experience. Some universities, like Cardiff, heavily weight GCSEs, while others, like Newcastle and Sheffield, love high UCAT scores. If your UCAT isn't great, you might want to focus on universities like Keele or Sunderland, which place more emphasis on your personal statement and work experience. Once you've got this information, you can start narrowing down your options. And remember, applying strategically can make a huge difference. Now let's talk about you. Medical school isn't just about grades and score, it's also about where you'll feel happy and supported for the next 5 or 6 years. Think about whether you want to be close to home or in a big city. Consider the teaching style. Do you prefer traditional lectures, problem-based learning, or a mix? Think about campus life. Do you want a campus university or one spread across a city? Check out the facilities like the hospitals and labs associated with the university. And don't forget to look at what current students say about the course. Visit open days if you can, or take virtual tours online. Sometimes your gut feeling about a place can make all the difference. When applying, I found it helpful to think about 3 key things: the teaching style, the location, and the overall feel of the university. Let's tackle one of the most common questions. Are some medical schools easier to get into than others? The honest truth is, there's no such thing as an easy medical school in the UK. Recent data from 2024 shows that acceptance rates typically range between 11 to 16% across all medical schools. However, and this is crucial, you can significantly improve your chances by applying strategically. Let me break this down in a way that'll help you make smarter choices. Medical schools have different ways of selecting candidates, and understanding these differences is key to your success. For instance, some universities place enormous weight on the UCAT scores. Edinburgh currently looks for scores above 2,470, while Bristol has set an even higher threshold at 2,940 for 2024 entry. King's College London wants to see at least 2,520, and Manchester typically looks for scores around 2,750. These universities might not be your best choice if your UCAT score isn't in these ranges. But here's the good news for you. There are excellent medical schools that take a more holistic approach. Take Keele, for example. They'll consider candidates with a minimum UCAT of 2 to 280 and Band 3 in the SJT. Sunderland looks at the top 8 deciles, which works out at around 2,080 as well. Cardiff uses the UCAT more as a backup criterion, while Aston takes a broader view considering all SJT bands. Queen's Belfast has developed a combined scoring system that doesn't rely too heavily on UCAT alone. Now here's something interesting that's changed recently. Cambridge has switched to UCAT for 2024-25 entry, and Leeds has moved away from BMAT to UCAT. Lancaster will be joining the UCAT family from 2025. These changes show how the application landscape is constantly evolving. Let me give you a practical example of how to apply this knowledge. If your UCAT score is below 2,500, but you've got strong academics and valuable work experience, you might want to focus your attention on universities like Keele, Sunderland, Cardiff, or Aston. On the flip side, if you've scored above 2,800 in your UCAT, but your academics are more average, universities like Bristol, Edinburgh, or Manchester might be more receptive to your application. The key thing to remember is that these universities aren't looking for perfect candidates. They're looking for the right fit. Some will place more emphasis on your academic achievements, particularly your GCSEs. Others will dig deep into your personal statement and work experience. Many are increasingly considering contextual factors, and almost all put significant weight on interview performance. Remember, though, that this information is based on the most recent data for 2024-25 entry, and requirements can shift from year to year. That's why it's absolutely crucial to verify the current requirements directly with each university you're interested in. The medical school application process is like a puzzle. It's about finding where your pieces fit best. The most successful applicants are those who understand their own strengths and weaknesses and apply accordingly. It's not about finding an easy way in, it's about finding the right path for you. Another common question is, should I apply to X university or Y university? This is a personal decision. Think about what you like and don't like about each university. Have you visited them? Which one felt more like home? If you're really stuck, try making a pros and cons list for each option. And remember, this is where you'll be spending 5 or 6 years of your life, so choose somewhere you'll be happy. Don't forget, this isn't just about getting in, it's about finding a place where you'll flourish. Think about what matters to you. Do you want early patient contact? Are you interested in research opportunities? Different medical schools have different strengths. If you're asking for advice, whether it's from a teacher, a forum, or a friend, make sure you provide all the key details. You'll need your GCSE grades and full subject breakdown, A-level subjects and predicted grades, UCAT score and subsection breakdown, SJT band, work experience details, any contextual or widening participation flags, and your research and preferences. Having this information ready will make it much easier for people to give you tailored advice. Let me share something important. Don't be afraid to aim high, but be strategic about it. Mix your choices between ambitious options and ones where you meet all the requirements comfortably. This balanced approach gives you the best chance of success. Before we wrap up, here are some super useful links to help you with your research. The Medicine Wiki page is a great resource for entry requirements for all UK medical schools. The UCAT official website has everything you need to know about the UCAT. The NHS Work Experience Guide offers tips for gaining and reflecting on work experience. And the Student Room Medicine Forum is a great place to ask questions and get advice from other applicants. Bookmark these links, they'll save you so much time. I hope this video has helped you feel more confident about choosing the right medical school. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. It's all about finding the best fit for you. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more tips, and share it with your friends who are also applying to medicine. Good luck, future doctors, you've got this.